un caminar en la playa con los perros.
You don't even need the un in there.
No.
No, like
Fuimos
when I,
caminar. Make it easy.
fuimos a caminar. That's it. That's the only thing you need to remember.
Fuimos a caminar en la playa con los perros.
Perfect.
Nuestro amigos de Canadá celebrado año nuevo con año nuevo con nosotros. With us. I was going to start that again. I kind of got mixed up on my commas. Nuestro amigos de Canadá celebrado año nuevo con nosotros.
100% correct.
Habían, is that correct? Habían en la casa, habían en la casa a las nuevo.
Where were they? In the house?
Yeah, casa. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. Habían en la casa a las nueve.
Perfect.
El día de...
What's Habían? Habían?
We were.
Oh, right.
We were.
Right, I remember.
We were
Well,
home
no,
by
it's
9.
not. It's not really. We were. It's not. It's
No.
Wally, another like gold star for falling down a rabbit hole in the middle of an innocent sentence.
We learned it.
Do you want to go into the rabbit hole right now or later?
No, we did this. We did this before. I just can't remember.
In a nutshell, the concept of there was, there were none, there were lots of people, there were no bagels, right? Like that concept of something existing or being present. It's not an I, a we, or a they. It's just the concept of there was no beer, there was no ice, there were lots of people, there was lots of traffic. That's when we use habían. If you want to talk about people, the people were at the party at a location, you're going to use está, estaba, all those. Was, were, am, is, and are. That's the nutshell explanation.
Oh, so I should have used estuvimos?
Yeah, depending on the people that are in your sentence. I don't remember your sentence right now. But yeah, it's the estaba, estuvimos, those words.
Oh, okay.
So my note says había is past tense and describes the existence or presence of persons or objects.
Yeah, and that's why it's a little tricky. Everybody, by the way, I put the slide of the habían on the screen. I'm pretty sure you all have it by now. Like I've sent it to you in different lessons, but it's one of those instances where Spanish doesn't work the same as in English. So you know that Spanish has a word for every person, every verb, and every time tense. It's hyper-specific compared to English. And so it's not a, I don't want you to take this and like kind of make it another thing that confuses you and you're tripped up and you don't remember and you're not doing so well and all that story related to it. Because that's not the point. The point is, this is meant to help you understand more of what people are saying to you. Okay? You go to the store, I'm telling you no hay leche. I is present tense, there is no milk. If you come back, you tell your wife no había leche, you mean there was no milk, past tense. That's the use of those words. You don't have to incorporate them to your sentences right now. And in a general note, people present at a house or at a party or on the beach, that's estaba, estamos, estuvimos, estaban. One of those things that don't work the way they are in English.
So that should have been estuvimos.
Yeah.
En la casa.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because
Okay.
you talking about you being in a location, right? The
Mm-hmm.
essence of what you want to tell me is about you being in the location of at home versus somewhere else. It's not like a general concept of there was no cold beer at the OXXO. See what I mean?
Yes, I see the difference.
It's pretty simple.
Uh,
So is skiing. I'm
okay,
still
well,
a terrible skier. It's gonna take me years to be a good
I'll
skier.
I'll I'll finish my last sentence, and you can tell me if this one sounds good. Uh, I had to Google one of the words here to figure out what. Be gentle. Um, Mi propósito de año nuevo es ser feliz.
100% correct, Sharon. Yes. Okay, who understood what she said?
The last sentence, not a clue. Something about New Year's.
Yes.
Something about a New Year resolution.
Say it again.
Oh,
Sharon.
nice work, Wally. You got it. Resolution.
Good, Wally. Yeah, that's the word I had to look up. Mi propósito de año nuevo es ser feliz.
My
Something
New Year's
about
resolution is to be very happy.
Yes.
Sarah, please.
100% correct.
Also, how do you say mimosa in Spanish?
Mimosa.
Mimosa, same?
Mimosa.
Okay.
Do you have a lot of those, Sharon?
Well, I did it on New Year's Day. It was very good. That's why the sentences are a little mixed up. I probably did those after my mimosa.
Okay, raise your hand if you were hungover on New Year's Day.
Well, I was home by 9 o'clock on New Year's Eve, so I had to make up for it on New Year's Day. Go to the beach and have some mimosas. Everything closes here at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock on New Year's Eve. It's very, very odd.
You
Were
should have
here,
been
Heidi?
at our house.
Well, you should have invited me next time. No, everything was closed. They do Greenwich time for New Year's, so it's very early. Things close, except for the Jolly Mon, and I don't think I can go there. It's a little too crazy there.
no fireworks at midnight.
Oh yeah.
No, not this year. We didn't have any here. It was pretty quiet.
No.
We had
some not very good stuff happen down there, though. I wonder if that's why.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, there was a lot of tragic,
Yeah.
that could have had a lot to do with it.
Okay, so I emailed you, everyone. I emailed you the PDF or the PDF that's we were talking about. If you want to take a minute and open it, or Anna Marie, if you want to pick one of those slides, and we're going to work on it right now.
Okay. I printed it already.
Heidi, by the way, are you 100% good with that PDF, or is this something you want to practice one more?
You know, I haven't. We jumped through it during my lesson the other day, so I haven't really gone through it kind of page by page just on my own. So I mean, it's definitely stuff I need to work on.
Okay, so you'll benefit from this right now instead of being bored, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, Anna Marie, pick a slide.
Okay. I guess I'll just do the first one. How to say things like you want me to do that one? I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, read it out loud for everybody, and then give us a few sentences of your own based on those same examples.
Okay. Okay, so how to say things like, I'm waiting for you, I'm going to buy, can you tell us, I was calling them, I went to drop them off. Use the pronoun with a multitude of fill in the blank formulas. Okay, so te está, is it? Te está esperar.
If you got an está, you gotta make it esperando.
Esperando, okay. So te estar esperando.
Fact.
Okay. Well, okay, so now I'm confused because estar is, oh, because that's not it's.
Well, it's gotta, if you've got a te, it's gotta be followed by a conjugated verb. Estar is not conjugated. You're right. But you've got a whole list of how does the conjugated versions of estar, so just pick one and follow it with a yendo verb.
Okay. Okay.
Try again. Do that again.
Te estar esperando. Te estar esperando.
Okay, that's not correct, because if you got a te, like, you're not correct from two angles. I'm going to show you the two angles. You pick the one that resonates with you, and that's how you learn it.
Mm-hmm.
You got a te, it's immediately followed by a conjugated verb. So conjugate estar, please.
Estoy.
Perfect.
Okay.
Very good.
So, okay, so, okay, so te estoy esperando.
Perfect, 100%.
Okay. I got to write this down though.
But question for you, like when I first looked at it, I thought, why not just say estoy esperando para ti?
I was going to say the same thing.
No problem. Bring all your questions to me. Like, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel anything. Like, there's no stupid questions here. My ace answer to this very, very logical question is, do you remember the fact that there is 2 to 3 ways to say anything in Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Wally is correct. It's definitely one of the ways to say it. But what do you do when the local tells you it the other way? Like,
you say, repetir, por favor.
See, and I'm going to buy, just like if I want to say it really fast off the top of my head, I would say voy comprando.
that's a habit you picked up along the years, and it wasn't like, you know, it's a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. It wasn't a really good one, but it's time to change the habit, right?
Right.
New year, new you, better Spanish.
Yeah, better Spanish for sure. That is very Spanglish. Okay, so I'm going to buy, let's see. Gosh, I know. Oh, okay. Estoy. Is it ear?
To buy? No, that's not ear. Yours to go.
No, but I'm going. Estoy.
Ooh, well, if you want to, okay, tell me in English what do you want to say. That's.
I'm going to buy.
Is that future, present, or past?
Well, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to buy.
So that's a future?
Future, yeah.
Awesome. So you got a formula of how to say everything in the future.
So right? Fue, right?
No, that's past. No, you got a gray slide. It's 5 words, starts with a V.
I'm trying to hold myself back.
Yeah, boy. Okay. So, and I'm is the estar, right? So it would be, no?
Okay, great question. If you need to say something that hasn't happened yet, like I'm going to buy it. Mm-hmm. We say voy a, immediately followed by a root verb. Mm-hmm. So voy a comprar.
Right.
Voy a comprar is I'm going to buy. And then if you need to put a pronoun because I'm gonna buy it or I'm going to buy you or something. If it's an interaction, you put a pronoun. If it's not, you just add the details right after the voy a comprar.
If you wanted to say, I'm going to buy it, would you say voy a comprarlo?
You could, because there's 2 to 3 ways to say everything. Yes, you could, and it's correct.
Okay.
Only for right now, we're practicing with the pronouns first, and then lo voy a comprar.
Okay. I do know the voy vas, but I get like twisted in my head and then I confuse things. So, okay. Voy a comprar.
Okay. Tell me, so by the same structure, tell me I'm gonna buy you. Tell me I'm gonna buy you lunch, right?
Okay. So te voy a comprar almuerzo.
Perfect.
It's so painful. I feel the pain coming out of my mouth. It's like, oh my gosh.
So I want to tell you about a little incident that happened to me. I'm going to pay my bill at the coffee shop. So I'm going to be all confident and say, "Vergame te. I'm going to pay you." And he looked at me and he said, "No, Ollie, it's quiero pagar. I want to pay." So my lessons just sort of went, "What?" Because it was confusing. Did I say it wrong?
Right.
Okay, you went to the guy at the till and you said I want to pay, right?
Right. Pagarme te. Te pagarme.
When did I ever teach you that you gotta say te pagar me? Never taught you that. That doesn't exist.
Oh, that's
Totally
why.
married to different concepts.
Well, how else are you going to learn? Like you talk about skiing. Well, you know what? Once you stop falling when you're skiing, you're not learning anymore.
I agree.
Unless,
Okay, look at this. I put it on the screen. Look at it.
yeah.
That does
So
not
that would
exist.
be-
Pagar is a root verb. If it's a root verb, it's not going to work with a pronoun in front of it. Because
Oh.
if you've got a pronoun, it's going to be a conjugated verb, immediately followed by a conjugated verb. You hear me say that all the time. Fine. So a pronoun immediately followed by a conjugated verb. What the heck does that may do there? That you took 3 different subjects, used them into one, and then
it says me by you, right? Me by you.
no, it
No,
says
pay.
Me pay you. Me pay you.
in Spanish. It does not make any sense at all.
I thought it made lots of sense because that's exactly what I thought. Me
It
pay
almost
you.
sounds Native American.
And
Me pay
I'm
you.
thinking back to my lesson while I'm standing there in line, thinking, okay, I can use my formula that I learned. Who's receiving the action? Who's doing the action? And so I thought, oh, perfect. That's the way I can do it. Because what's the difference between that and te veo?
That's it. No problem. Do you remember that te is immediately followed by a conjugated verb?
Right.
Pagar is not conjugated. It's a conjugated. That's one of the main mistakes. Like,
Oh.
fix it.
Pagome. Pagar, pago. I pay.
Paga, right?
Oh yeah, I pay. Yeah, te pago.
How about
Pago,
voy
I
a
pay you.
pagar?
It can. You've got 3 different things you can do with it to just say that one simple English sentence. I want to pay you. I'm going to pay you. There's like 3 to 4 ways to version that in Spanish.
So would you say that was a rabbit hole?
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Like you took 3 different elements. I'm trying to teach you a vocabulary, and then you take 3 things, fuse them together, give it to the poor local person. Hey, I invented a new thing.
But if you don't try, you don't learn, right?
That's true.
Of course.
So good for you for trying.
Geez, thanks.
I'm only telling you, like, I'm only
No, it's
talking
good.
about it from the point of view, like, you know, if you want to see your mistake, I'm not, of course you learn. That's what we do. And it's funny.
Mhm.
Like, thank you for giving us a laugh.
I would have said, quiero pagar usted. That's what I would have said. Quiero pagar usted.
That's great, but it's great. Again, I'm not criticizing you. I'm only like
No, I want to know.
improving you, right?
Yeah.
Because you already know how to say that. You don't need me to teach you what you already know. Like, let's bring it to the next level. Te quiero pagar. That's one of the formulas that's
Oh,
on the
that's
slides.
good. Yeah. Te quiero pagar. Okay. That makes sense.
Ah, okay.
Now, take this logic and reverse engineer it. We all started with the PDF that says circle plus action. Quiero pagar. I want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next thing I say is that if you add a pronoun in front of it, it becomes an interaction. I want to pay you.
Ah, I'm
That's
having
my
a light
logic.
bulb.
I know. Te quiero pagar. That's easy. Now I just have to remember it.
You know, I had my kids here last week, and my son-in-law is 28, and he's pretty good with languages, and came down here knowing hardly any Spanish, and he's putting me to shame, like when we're out, because he's doing Duolingo and practicing with Duolingo, and he's picking it up and he's retaining it all, and his brain is still plastic, right? Plasticky or whatever. And it's like, man, you sound like a local. It was like, I gotta work so hard at this. Unreal. Just so,
I know, Wally. Me too.
I mean, it's coming. I mean, I was thinking the other day, well, I started in January knowing virtually nothing, right? I thought I knew quite a bit, but I didn't really know anything. And I certainly couldn't articulate anything in Spanish. Well, now I can have a stilted, basic conversation with a unilingual Spanish speaker. So, I mean, I've come a long way. So I have to hold on to that. But I mean,
Yes.
I'm still frustrated. Like, like I can listen to Spanish and it doesn't sound like all one long monosyllable now. At least I can identify words and a few concepts and stuff. But I don't know if I'm ever going to be fluent. I probably could hold like a simple conversation, but man, the next level to get there is just gonna I'm at the bottom of a steep cliff. That's what it feels like. Anyway, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I have to run. I have to be somewhere. So.
Okay.
Okay. See you next week, Heidi.
Okay. I'll
Bye.
look.
And tomorrow at quarter
I'll
two,
see you 15
we're
minutes earlier tomorrow.
okay.
And then
Okay.
Judith, I see you later today, right?
I'll see you later today. Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.